I've been feeling this deep call back to my yogic roots, to reconnect with the knowledge and power of reclamation to my spirit, my health, and overall well-being through yoga and Ayurveda. I feel like I've been jumping through a million mental hoops and breaking habits to reach this place of clarity again, where I let go of every other expectation and just surrender to the healing modalities these practices offer. Yoga to balance my nervous system, to balance my mind, to move with peace. Ayurveda to balance my body, to heal and find ease through this life. I'm creating more space in my life to allow this wisdom reintegration into my day-to-day life. So I'm bouncing off this energy with fresh inspiration and momentum to rebuild these foundations of discipline and eagerness to ultimately live in bliss. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you guys to spend a day with me, as I really want this day to be kind of like a spiritual reset. And I guess typically I would kind of have a day like this if I went some period of time without doing sadhana or just felt disconnected, need to ground down, trying to connect to spirit. But like, it's actually like this time around I don't actually feel particularly disconnected. I actually feel like I'm reconnecting. I'm like rekindling the passion for my sadhana and like yoga, Ayurveda, and everything in between. So I really wanted to spend a day where I have a little bit of Ayurvedic habits developed, like redeveloping my Ayurvedic habits with food, eating for my body type, having like a routine for my body type, but then also for my sadhana. Like, I just finished like a light morning sadhana with meditation. I don't tend to do a heavy morning practice because 5 days a week I work in the mornings. And so if I do yoga before work, it's normally just like a few rounds of sun salutations and breath work and meditation. So it's like really short. I just really want to journal and read and drink tea, live softly, move slowly. I might redecorate. Because I moved I was up in the second bedroom upstairs, but I've kind of just integrated into this room for my everything, for yoga, for chilling, for reading, everything. There's still decorations up there that I actually like want down here, and I have these picture frames in here that I could actually move into the dining room. Really want to purge my closet, and doing this like, I love clothes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love clothes. I love having this form of self-expression, but being super real with myself, I have to be super honest with myself. I really just wear the same things. And this, for me, requires a good practice of non-attachment for me. I kind of already, like, cleaned out my bookshelf, but my personal library that I have going on, I want to keep that forever. For, like, when we have kids and stuff like that, and maybe they go through some fiction and then they get curious and maybe they want to go through some of the other books, get into their own thing. And that feels the same way with he's more of a nerdy, like, sci-fi type books, but clothes are, like, a big part of attachment for me, and I just keep wearing the same stuff though. Like, I'm cozy, I'm comfortable, like, I don't really wear a portion of my closet, so I'm like, I gotta be really honest with myself. Go through my closet and just kind of get rid of some stuff. And I would sell, but I feel like selling requires having to have your clothes sit still in the space for a long time. And if that happens, eventually I'll go through and I'll be like, you know, I really like this, but I really like this. And I'm like, nah, I gotta purge my closet. So yeah, so redecorating, purging my closet, kind of in between having these deep spiritual practices and eating wholefully, eating Ayurvedically, at least just like what's kapha pacifying. Just gonna be a nice day. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'll probably have a little self-care this evening too, like practicing Abhyanga and taking a bath or something, one or the other, of that nature. Okay, so I've reached a period in my wardrobe where there are things that I have had in my closet that I have not worn in probably like a year or two. And then as time goes on, you know, I don't know, just becoming a little bit of a homebody. But then also, I just have my new favorite looks. And there are things that, like, I just don't reach. I don't wear them. And I probably also might have outgrown them. And I think might be the hardest part with weight gain and then, like, not being able to wear your favorite looks anymore is, like, what if I lose weight and then it'll fit? I'm like, I don't want to hold on to that because that's, like, I feel like for me, if there's any pressure to do anything that I don't feel rushed to do, like, I'm trying to take care of my health, and, like, losing weight would be a plus, but also you can't stress yourself to lose weight. So, like, I just need to stop. Like, it's almost bad for my mental health to hold on to things that I'm like, oh, but I'll lose weight, and then it's like, I'm not saying I won't, but it's like, how long is this going to sit in my closet for? All right, 2 hours later, this is my pile, and this is a good amount more than it looks. I'm like, all right, this doesn't look like much. I already don't really have like a whole lot of blouses and tops, so this is 4 tops, a lot of pants, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 pairs of pants, a couple of skirts, 2 dresses. Yeah. Lunch, I'm just finishing this pretty little salad of beets, carrots, sweet potato, and like tofurkey sausage with some tahini dressing on it. Pretty simple, good yum. So, it's raining and I am so happy. One, being as we have our garden, we don't have to worry about watering. 2, it just hasn't rained. And we've still noticed like a little bit of residual haze from like the smoke from the, the smoke from the fires in Canada. And so when the rain comes through, it really like purifies the air, and rain is just such a purifying force. And I've just been feeling a little bit of watery essence to kind of counteract the heat of summer and stuff like that. This is me because it's raining. Yeah, I have another one. I want more of these. Anyways, earlier I made lunch and then we went for a walk after we caught up on Demon Slayer, because the newest season had its like final episode, and we went for a walk and it was humid because of the storm coming in, so that kind of drained me like a little bit. Like we walked a good bit around town, downtown and stuff like that, but now it's raining and it just makes me want to light some candles, make some tea, and like read. I don't know how long it'll rain for. It kind of looks like it's just passing through, but I'm about to try to make the most of this moment. Something interesting that I've been pondering is that when I have full days off and a full day with no plans, I feel like I'll spend half the day productive as if I'm working, but then halfway through the day, my energy is kind of like, all right, we've done stuff, we're good. But then when I do work and I get off, because I work morning shift, and then I get off work, it feels like I've had a more complete day, because I'm like, I worked and then I got home and I was still able to like do my normal routine. So then when I do my normal routine, like this morning, doing yoga, drinking tea and journaling and pulling a card, all of that, I was just kind of like, well, and then, you know, I went and went through my closet and whatever, but it just feels so strange. Routine is such a weird thing, because I feel like people talk about routine as if they do the exact same thing every day. But I feel like for me, all that routine truly means is just having different points in the day to ground down, and my body gets regulated knowing that it's going to be able to ground down at some point in the day. If not for a little bit, then probably for a while. And like having my job helps me with that routine, and then on my days off we have a routine with like doing all of our fun things and errands and blah 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 and this and that, so that we have these extra days off that like we're not used to it, so it's almost like, what do we do? Because I kind of feel like, dang, I don't know, maybe I could have worked today. It's a weird feeling though, and sometimes I think about life where like I don't have to go to work, and say I was like a remote worker, like I'm not used to it, so my brain, I'm like, what would I do? Like I guess I would still kind of have like a Monday through Friday type of life, but like work more intricately on whatever I'm full time at, but that's something I think about a lot. Because it rained, I just have the strongest cozy instincts right now. I just want to be cozy, I want to read and watch anime and take a bath. But I'm probably gonna try to get some movement in before I even do all of that and get too stagnant for a while. So I feel like that'll probably just be like the rest of this video. Abhyanga is just another word for like daily self-massage. It's part of like a dinacharya, which is just daily self-care in Ayurvedic lingo. And sesame oil is good for vata kapha, and coconut oil is better for pitta dosha types, which the difference with vata kapha is just being cooler in nature. So sesame oil can be warming, but coconut oil is cooling because pitta types have a hot tempered body. And when I do like a quick abhyanga, I tend to just like, I'll rub my feet, I'll do like my armpits, like my lymph nodes, neck and ears. But then sometimes I'll do the whole body, and that takes like anywhere between like 7-10 minutes, because I'll spend like a minute or two on each part of my body. And then when I like take a bath or shower afterwards, I actually don't use soap, even though I have bubbles in the tub. But like I don't rinse off the oil, not intentionally, because it also just makes the skin feel smoother and stuff like that in general. And you can, like in the winter time, I'll tend to like boil some water and put the bottle in the pot to warm up the oil, but it's already pretty warm, and it's just kind of like a nice lubricant, which of course in like the springtime and maybe where it's humid, it's better to dry brush, especially for kapha types, which is me. But you know, I like using the oil. I actually do have a dry brush too, but I'm just trying to get the blood flow in, so like squeezing these points and warming it up and moving it is more so about just like warming the body and lubricating the body. And because I work 5 days a week in a warehouse, my joints tend to hurt. It actually will help lubricate the ligaments and the muscles in my joint. So that's why I like to do it. Really quick before I start my kirtan, and I kind of end this video and my camera dies, I have been really excited to kirtan. I haven't kirtan in a long time. I feel like it's a good way to get the energy in your throat just like out, because chanting in Sanskrit is so like, it just is opening, and I haven't like done it in this room yet, so I feel like when I chant in Sanskrit, it's just the energy, the powerful energy of the forces of peace and everything just amplifies the room too. Just like singing bowls, like they tend to purify energy in the room. So I feel like Sanskrit does the same thing. It lifts the energy and it lifts the internal energy. And I've been really wanting to reconnect with my Sanskrit chants in general, just because there was a period where like I could catch negative thoughts and start like chanting like Om Shanti or Om Namah Shivaya or something like that in my mind, and just alter like my brain waves to get into like this meditative state. And it's like a really cool mind tool, energy tool for meditation, especially before you get into a state of meditation, to come to a state of concentration. And I tend to go to Om Shanti to repeat in my head, or Om Namah Shivaya if I have a lot of time and I'm doing my japa yoga, which I meant to do today too, but it's fine, we'll get there. But it's just, I'm excited. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get some good energy up, and then I'm gonna meditate on that energy, and it's gonna be delicious for my mind and balance and my nervous system. So thank you guys for watching this video. I tried my best to stick with my plans and I did good. I didn't fall off terribly. Still getting to 2 moments in the day where I can ground down spiritually, and that's something I want to develop and become more disciplined in. And while I can think about my neurodivergent brain, at the same time I want to just tell myself that I am capable. Like, if I get the right recipe and ingredients together to give my brain space to ground down, then like I am capable of getting to the point that I want to be at, and the point where I was at for real when my nervous system was just like, I don't know, tip-top shape. I didn't overthink much. I was just in flow, I feel like, constantly, and then it's learning how to manage periods of turbulence, not just a bad day or a bad week, but kind of felt like a turbulence of like 7 months. Like, I mean, it's a long time, but we're getting back to it, and that's all that matters, and I'm getting excited. So be super prepared for me to start talking about like herbs and Ayurveda, yoga, nervous system, all that good stuff that is more bodily healing, and that healing kind of can help reflect outwardly into the mind and to others around you in the environment. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna get to my kirtan. Jaya Guru Jagat Guru Sachidananda. Jaya Guru Jagat Guru Sachidananda. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sachidananda. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sachidananda.